Now we can welcome Christian Ande from BTCX to the studio.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yes, and we had prepared that we should talk about this topic that we have introduced, like onboarding on bank ID and also bank to bank. You have been launching news about this this autumn.
Yes.
But just some minutes ago, you went out with the even more breaking news.
Yes.
So we are skipping that manuscript, and we are then moving on to what you have shared today. And what is it, Christian?
So basically, we announced a new strategy that Goobit and BTCX will pursue a consolidation and merger strategy for the Nordics. And we believe the market is very ripe to do this currently. We see a big interest in Sweden. Big companies focus on this market and the Nordics, which basically shows that the Nordic market is very mature. So Coinbase, Bybit, Binance, everyone is looking to Sweden, and here we are, been here for almost 15 years, so we have a very unique position in the market, and we believe that the consolidation phase will be led by someone like us, and we're ready to take the first step. So.
But what does it mean? Does it mean that you are for sale, or are you on the buying side, or is it a merger? What are you thinking about? What kind of structure can we see?
It completely depends on the other partner. I mean, if Goldman Sachs comes in and say, "Hey guys, we're not going to buy Goldman," so then probably they will buy us. But if it's like an equal partner or other crypto company which been in the market for as long as we have, then it's a different story. We are a public company, and that basically depends on the structure of the deal and the mother companies, etc.
But what is driving this? Is it cost? Is it nobody earns money in the Nordics outside except from Piri?
Do we like see like foreign companies just removing the Nordic scene as we know it today?
I think it will change, and the cost side is definitely one part. When the MiCA regulation came along, that also puts a lot of pressure to staff up on the regulatory side. We have, and it's not ending with MiCA. I mean, we have DORA, we have tax legislation coming, and it will only increase. So it makes sense to consolidate and have like one common unit. And then you have the tech side and also the commercial side. And as the topic, when more and more companies have Swish and bank ID, you also get higher competition, and the fees will also be pressure. So in the end, it's very good for the end consumer that both competition is coming here, but also having a stable and consolidating the markets. And as you say, almost all crypto companies in the Nordics have red numbers today, and that's not good for anyone. So it's also a very good opportunity to start this strategic structure right now.
Maybe I could say that we have seen it coming, because that's why also Kaupr is now a Nordic media company, because we thought that things would happen on the Nordic scale, but we didn't expect it to happen so soon.
Probably not.
Of course, it's not concrete yet. It's an initiative. It's an M&A strategy. Okay, if we think a little about potential partners then, because you have a cooperation with K33, that's a strategic cooperation. Could that be a good marriage?
Of course, I'm not saying who we are talking with and how long we come with partners, but we already have a strategic relationship with K33, and it's working really well. So this we will continue to work on, and how far that will go, I don't know. But they are a good, strong partner in Norway. And as I see it, the best way to structure a good company in the Nordics is to have both Sweden, Norway, and Finland, and of course Denmark. Unfortunately, we don't have a Danish company in Kaupr yet. Or do you have that?
No, we have some people working on the ground, but not an ink or something like that. No, there was another company 1 year ago, GreenMerc. They had a vision that they said they should focus on consolidation. They own Trio in Sweden, and they have bought Nordic crypto in Finland.
Yeah.
They have been maybe struck by some uphill the last 3 or 5 months, and also have changed their leadership. But still, could GreenMerc be a candidate?
Of course. I'm not closing the door for anyone. But of course, it also needs to make sense. They're already in Sweden. And the overlap of existing customers might be very big. I don't know, but it might be. So it makes more sense for me running BTCX to look abroad for other companies. And also we're talking with companies outside of Europe as well. When hopefully we have the MiCA license in place, it's still waiting for the final verdict from financial inspection. That will also make us a good partner for international companies who want to enter the European market.
And we have already seen some of them in the Nordics. We have seen OKX, we have seen Bybit, and perhaps Coinbase. I mean, then we are looking outside of Europe, so that could be an alternative.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's an interesting time, and also we've been around for almost 15 years, as I said, and we learned a lot during these years. And what we have that newer companies doesn't have is like we have the operational resilience, been around for many bear markets, and also been around with banking. Banking really changes. 1 year they're very pro Bitcoin or crypto, and the next quarter they're not. I remember when we had a discussion with the like board levels of a big Swedish bank when Elon Musk put Bitcoin on his balance sheet in Tesla, and everyone in that board meeting was driving Teslas. So suddenly everything was okay, and then he sold his Bitcoin.
That was back when crypto used to be fun. You could go on Twitter and Elon would tweet something and the price would change.
Yeah.
Now it's not.
Yeah, especially when he started with his Dogecoin era. That was hilarious. So we've been around, but we still have the relationship with all the major banks in Sweden, and know that eventually all of them will have Bitcoin on their balance sheet. It's just a matter of time and patience. And now we're getting to a position when this really start happening more and more.
And there's, of course, one question that I have to ask you, because, Christian, you're known to be a Bitcoiner. And the retail part of your business is Bitcoin only, more or less, easy access to buy and sell and store Bitcoin. Will you have to then leave that position when you are merging with other companies, or how would that be?
It's a good question. There is no second best, and Bitcoin is the best. We want to offer the signal to noise ratio as good as we can, but I also need to emphasize the wants and the needs from our customer more than my own conviction. So I'm pretty sure that one day we will offer more than just Bitcoin. And we have that in the past as well. We had Ethereum also back in the days. But it's also a commercial decision. And when we grow, other assets will be offered. I'm pretty sure about that. And then we also have this stablecoin discussion surfacing and becoming more and more interesting. So that's also another asset. And who knows, depending on our partner is tokenized other form of asset like real estate or stocks or commodities. I'm not saying we're doing that, but I'm seeing it's happening, and at some point that will be interesting to have.
I think we saw it also the other day that both Coinbase and Kraken offered stock-related offerings and not tokenized stocks in the case of Coinbase. So we also see a sort of emerging with classical marketplaces.
Yes.
Could that also be a candidate for a merger with you?
Yes, it can. And I am talking with traditional banks, and there is interest. Unsure of how far they are willing to go into this crypto space. Sweden is still lagging. But it's interesting because the Bitwise entered Sweden. It's a huge company, and they have attracted a lot of traditional funds and money and stuff. So the traditional banking, even in Sweden, is coming more and more to a tipping point where they understand that we need to meet somewhere. And I also think that stockbrokers like Avanza and Nordnet, they will also become more like a crypto broker, because it makes sense. Why separate stocks and crypto? Legally, they're not the same, so that might be a barrier. But practically, it's an investment in something you believe in. If it's a crypto company or a stock company, the actual fundamental will become closer and closer. And then, yeah.
Do you have any time frame on this? Because you have opened the door and saying that you can invite people to the party and you can join the party.
Yeah.
It's sort of your Tinder moment, this.
I would say now is the time to act. We're in a kind of crypto winter. It looks like it, and it's still like we don't know the momentum in the market, but still it's slowing down, and it also means that during these phases where it slows down, it's perfect to do strategic decisions like this. So when the next hype is coming, we don't know when. Maybe it's coming in the summer or to the autumn or next year. Then we want to be ready. That's how you generate income.
Thank you very much, then, Christian, for sharing this exciting news with us. And of course, we will follow up and see who will then be interested and what can happen with you or without you. We will see.
Yes.
Thank you very much for sharing with us, Christian.
Thank you, Morten. Glad to be here.